If not, public comment is closed, and we'll move on to communications. We have 3 items: Animal Shelter and Pet Adoption Center intake disposal for March 2019.
You can just do a motion to receive and file all 3A through C. You don't have to
Okay.
read them all.
Okay. The boss tells me I don't have to read them off.
Motion to receive and file. Thank
Is there a motion to receive and file? Moved by Miller, supported by Hoffman.
you.
All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Like sign for those opposed. Motion carries. She just cut about 5 minutes off the meeting. Now we'll move on to the regular agenda. Number 1, Department of Public Services, Community Corrections Division, Michigan Department of Corrections, Office of Community Corrections, fiscal year 2019, Michigan Department of Corrections Comprehensive Corrections Plan Amendment, staffing level change. With us, we have Barb Hankey.
Good morning. And Sarah Cohn
Yep.
from.
First, we need a motion, I'm sorry.
Okay.
Motion by Miller, supported by Jackson. Okay, go ahead, Barb.
Okay, good morning. Again, Barb Hankey, I'm manager for Community Corrections. And we're bringing you today a resolution, a budget amendment for $20,000 to move money within our current Community Corrections budget to fund a new part-time 1,000-hour position. Basically, we need to do MAT assessments, which is the medication-assisted treatment. It was passed in the PA 657. It requires it for anyone convicted of a second or more drunk driving offense. And so we're looking to move those funds to be able to hire this person to do those specialized assessments. It does require that the person be certified through MCBAP, which is the Michigan Certification Board of Addiction Professionals.
Very good. Are there any questions or discussion? Hearing none, can we have a roll call vote, please?
Jackson.
Yes.
Hoffman.
Yes.
Miller.
Yes.
Nelson.
Yes.
Kuhn.
Yes.
McGilvray.
Yes. Thank you very much.
Great, thank you.
Next item on the agenda is Sheriff's Office 2019 DNA Capacity Enhancement and Backlog Reduction Program, grant application over $250,000. Moved by Hoffman, supported by Jackson.
Good morning. This is a grant through the federal government that will allow us to start attacking the backlog within our DNA lab. Michigan State Police will also be receiving the lion's share of this money. The amount that we have put in there is our best guesstimate. I actually have a phone call this afternoon with a Lieutenant Colonel from the State Police because we have a little disagreement on how much money we think we should get. So hopefully we can resolve that. We currently, as you know, when we built the lab, we got Kent Gardner, who runs, the administrator of our forensic lab, which also is the DNA lab or biology units within that, and of course, you know, Gay up here. We are backlogged. Warned you when we built it. When we built it, they would come, well, the locals have come, and we do have quite a backlog on property crimes and of pushing somewhere close to 22 to 24 months on that. But on violent crimes, what we do, Kent has set up a program within the DNA lab itself where if somebody comes to us with a very violent felony, a homicide, or a criminal sexual conduct, or a egregious assault, we can turn those around anywhere from 3 days to 2 weeks, and we've been doing that. We did one for Oak Park. They had a homicide we turned around in 3 days. So it's going to continue to get, this is not it's a problem, it's nationwide, and the federal government has recognized that. So last year we only got $150,000 for this grant. We're thinking we're going to get somewhere between $400,000 and $500,000 this year, which will allow us to hire a couple more analysts, maybe 3 analysts, to start attacking the backlog. And if you have any specific questions, Kent's here to answer them, and we're pleased to present this application to you.
Is there any questions or discussion?
We have confidence in you to negotiate with the state.
I'll do my best, sir.
Any further questions? Hearing none, can we have a roll call vote, please?
Hoffman.
Yes.
Miller.
Yes.
Nelson.
Yes.
Kuhn.
Yes.
Jackson.
Yes.
McGilvray.
Yes. Next item on the agenda is Sheriff's Office contract for auxiliary deputy services, City of Wixom. Is there a motion? Motion by Nelson, supported by Miller.
The chief in Novi, police chief in Novi approached us. We've been doing this for many years now, where we assist them with their Fourth of July celebration. We are deleting the mounted unit out of it, and that's where you'll see that position is deleted. They reimburse us full cost overtime. The overtime rate is attached within the agreement. You'll see what the charges are, and whatever ultimately the amount of hours that we spend there, the amount of deputies will be billed back to them, and it's a full cost recovery.
Very good. Is there any further discussion? Hearing none, can we have a roll call vote, please?
Miller,
Yes.
Nelson,
Yes.
Coon,
Yes.
Jackson,
Yes.
Hoffman.
Yes.
McGilvray.
Yes.
Thank you very
Motion
much.
carries.
Thank you.
Thank you. There being no further business, meeting stands adjourned.